Hello, this is Rebecca here with Create with Rebecca, and today I'm back with another snail mail idea. And this idea actually came from a childhood friend of mine that we've been friends for years and years, and she recently started sending me snail mail, which really makes my day. So I wanted to kind of show you what she did, and then I will show you my idea that I've gotten from her idea. But she sent me, this was actually inside another package, but it's a pink little bag, and she actually used a hole punch to create two holes, and then she used a wooden button and she sealed it all together and tied it with this bow, with this piece of ribbon into a bow. So let me show you what she sent me. I had already opened it up, but I wanted to show you exactly how she created this. And inside was this cute little packaging using a cardboard roll like this, or this could also be like a toilet paper roll. And inside was this beautiful paper clip created with a piece of jewelry. I just think that's beautiful, and the backing is just very nice. And then inside this little cardboard piece is a piece of chocolate. And I thought this was very clever because when you're shipping chocolate, I know that it can get squished and smashed in the mail, and so this way it kind of protects it. And then she decorated the outside using metal, ribbon, and pretty paper. She also had this tucked in there, so I wanted to show you guys this. This is actually like a binder clip or binding clip. It's one of those that you just kind of pull apart. I use it to create scrapbooks and journals and things. And then on this also she had just keys and paper, a sample washi, and a cardboard heart. So I kind of wanted to just show you different things that you can tuck into this little pouch. But what I'm creating today is a pouch to send chocolate. So let me show you the ones that I've already made up. And to be quite honest, I am very behind on sending out letters to all my snail mail, my pen pals, my snail mail friends, pen pals. And so I'm going to making up little packaging, and I'm going to slip these into a card, one of my blank cards that I have, and these are all the heart cards. So I'm going to make up these, write a note in here, and get caught up on my pen pals. So let me show you just some of the different designs. This I actually put a cute little clothespin, but I'm probably going to go ahead and go in and just put the ribbon, because to ship a clothespin it's really super bulky, and I'm going to try to send all of these in a regular envelope, which I'll show you here in just a moment. So this one I created using twine and just a piece of flare, button flare. And this one is just more of a, what do you call it, confetti looking type. And each one of these has a piece of chocolate in there. And then actually this one I created using a Project Life card. So I'll show you that as well. So let me go ahead and show you what I did. I just take a piece of cardboard tubing, and I'm just going to flatten this out like this. Now I use my bone to help flatten it out, and that kind of helps it out a little bit. And then I'm going to just use this as a template to measure the length. Come in here and just cut this down. I think this paper towel roll will make two sizes, and then I'm probably going to keep this little piece for another project down the line. So I have two pieces, and the first one I'm going to use is I will create using scrapbook paper. So this is just kind of a piece of, trying to see if this would fit, a piece of scrapbook paper that I had laying around. And so I'm just going to come in here, and typically I'd use my paper cutter, but it's over on the other side of the room. So I'm just going to come in here and mark this with the pencil like this, so that I know I can eyeball where to cut this. And then what I use, so I'm just going to kind of fold it around like that. And there's no reason for me to have this excess on here, just as enough as I have enough to cover it. So I'm going to go in there and cut this off as well. And then I take this this is my favorite glue here, the Super Duty Extreme glue stick. And I get my vacuum paper so that way I can go around the edges and I'm not getting my work surface with glue on it, and then I get glue on everything. So I just use this. I've used old phone books and those catalogs and those kind of things, but this is what I had handy for this project. So once I have all the glue down, I just come in here, put this back on the piece of paper, fold it over, and then I kind of come in here and add another piece of glue just to secure that edges down. And just like that, you have it covered. And then to create the closure at the bottom, I guess either way would work for up and down, I come in here and I'm just going to add hot glue right along the edges, right along the edge here. So I go like that, and then I just smash it together, and I'm going to hold it together for just a few seconds to get that glue to dry and to heat that closure. Now what I use for the edging, as I've done in these, I actually used a washi cloth. This almost feels like a ribbon. I guess it's like a washi ribbon, and it really secures. Now I've also used regular washi, like on this black and gold. This is just a washi tape as well, so you can use that also. But I'm going to go ahead and use this. I didn't have it picked out beforehand. And let me see what I have here. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. The purple. Now, just to kind of, this stuff, I'm going to tell you a little trick. The little company that I use that they'll send you daily deals, and you might have already heard from them. They're called Peachy Cheap. And so in my inbox, they'll send me deals of, like, you can get so many of this washi for discounted price, and that's where I bought this washi from. What I've done is I just measured it off where it's a little bit overlapping, so that way I can just trim it off. And then what I do, so that it doesn't unravel like my blue one is doing this right now, because I've been messing with it, is I'm going to go in here and start it like I'm going to be using this, and I just trim off the edges here, and then I come in here and I just close it down, so that way it seals it back and it doesn't get all loose. I noticed this other washi that I bought, this is what I used on that black and white, it's actually, you have to peel it apart to use it. So I would do the same thing with this. I'm going to come in and cut a little piece off, and that way it adheres to itself and it keeps it from being so messy and unraveled. So once I come in here and pull this apart like that, maybe. Come on now. Okay. Pull that apart. I'm going to kind of just eyeball it and make it where it'll come back like half over here. I need to take it off just a tad bit, and then fold it over like that. And that way it kind of creates a seal on that bottom piece. And then I'm just going to cut it off. So now you have the beginning of your little pocket. Now I know it's not completely even, but I'm going to go in here and do some little creating on the outside. Now this is where you can get very creative, you can get fun, you can do all sorts of things to make it personalized. Like on this one, I'm going to be sending it to one of my pen pals that her name starts with the letter A, so I thought that would be cute to put her initial on the top there. So with this one, I'm thinking of purple and yellow. And I have this one more extra piece of flare that I'm thinking would look really pretty on here. But somehow I have to pull in some color, some darker color with this purple. It's not really meshing with this, so I might need to find some darker washi and see what I can come up with. Or I have my little containers here that I also use that might have some different ideas in there as well that we could use. And I was going to see about maybe a heart, or I have my Valentine's here that we can look into and see what we can find. And this is where you just kind of have fun and you play around with the different types of... I think I'm going to have a problem with that purple, is what I'm thinking. So, I might have to just do something like that. That would be really pretty, actually. Let's do that. I might still come back and use some of this, but the purple's kind of out there. It's kind of creating a creative block for me for some odd reason. So, I'm going to see if I had something purple that I could add to... Let's look in my little... Oh, here we go. Oh, the letter S. That doesn't do me any good. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to change this out. Last minute, I know. But the purple, I'm not liking it. So I'm going to put that aside. And let's go in here and use this washi, because I really do like it. And since I am sending out Valentine's in for these, I'm going to make it all pretty with hearts. I'm not a big fan of this washi that you have to pull apart. It's just one more extra step in creating, and I know that sounds strange, but it can become a chore if you can't get it immediately off. So then I'm just going to tuck this over on the other side and create a seal just like I did with the purple. Okay, this looks a lot better. I can work with this. Okay, so we have that. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way so we can see what we're doing here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this lace piece. I might have to trim the edges just a tad, like that. And use this. Now with the lace, that glue does typically seep through, so I'm not going to put it on the lacy part. I'm going to take that other piece of washi and add it right here. And it's going to kind of secure that edges around just like that. Now that's pretty. Okay, so back to the old figuring out what we're going to put on there. Being that we are now using the yellow and the gold, I mean really there's a lot of possibilities we can do. And what I'm thinking of is maybe adding some twine, which is stuck under here, but let's see what we can do. Maybe adding some twine. Ooh, you know what would be really pretty, I think, which I'm kind of liking right now, is this black, using black with yellow. I created one in my planner and I love the combination. So let's do that. I'm just going to wrap this around several times, and I'm going to add a bow. Kind of straighten that up a little bit where we can see that washi on the bottom. And create a bow. And then where is that flare? And then I really do think we can add the flare, and it's going to kind of look good. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun again, and then add this little piece of flare. Just like that. I mean, you could even put tuck a little heart in. Oh, that looks cute. And so then what I'm going to do is add my piece of chocolate, slide it right in there, and now this is where, since I am going to be mailing it, I mean, you could even, I love these little clothespins, because you could do that, or what I really think I'm going to be doing is taking this. You could even put washi at the top, but I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to punch in 2 holes, and I'm going to use a piece of ribbon. It may be a bit much with the ribbon right here, but let's see. I might use a real thin ribbon. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this heart ribbon here. I'm just running it through one side, and I'm keeping the decorative part, the decorative part on the bottom here. Maybe just run it back through, so that way we have the heart showing. Actually need more. On the other side, and then I'm just going to tie a bow. Or you know what? Since I don't want it to be too bowish, too much ribbon, I'm just going to do another little double knot. Kind of get it to where it will show out to the front. And then I'm just going to trim it here. And you could still come in and add like a little gem or something. It's kind of too long here. And there you have it. I might come put like a little gem or something. Let's see what I can find over here. You're gonna have enough to pick from, believe me. But you could do like, add a little piece of sparkle. And I have some yellow in here that might work pretty good too. Too much? Yeah, too much. How about red? Let's see. What if we add a little teeny tiny one? Not really liking the gem either. Maybe we'll just leave it as is. And that way they don't have to tear it off. They can just untie the ribbon in order to pick it out. Okay, I like that one. That's okay. We're going to put a little dab here. And then we're going to add it like that. And there's the pretty chocolate. So we have that one down. And one more real quick, and I won't walk you through the whole decorating because I wanted to make this a real quick and easy video, is, okay, so we're going to take this other one and I'm going to show you how you can use a Project Life card. Okay, so I had selected this one, and again this came in a, let me move some of this stuff off of here. This is part of a kit that I received. And you can see it's a perfectly good fit. So let me go ahead and get the glue down. Just like that. I'm going to line it up. I want to make sure that the balloons show. So I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to add a little bit more glue onto this cardboard just because, actually I might move this down just a tad so that it has more of an overhang. Fold it down just like that. Oh no, some of the balloons are going to be behind. That's okay. I kind of like that offset look. And then come in here, get my bone, fold it down, and there you have it. Using a Project Life card, and go through the same process of gluing the bottom, holding it down, oops, finding some washi, which I'm thinking the washi that would look really good on here is that confetti washi that I have, which it's also this type with the flowers. I added it to, oh, wrong one. Where's the one I added? Oh, I added it to the top of this one. I love that confetti washi. So I'm going to hold this down and I'm going to make me one other one. And I hope that you are inspired to make you a little pocket that you can also stick some happy chocolate in, or you know, you could even put some little tidbits for planning or for journaling, or any kind of fun stuff where you can send your pen pal. Alright, well thanks for stopping in and watching the video, and I will see you next time.